it's a dream because I feel like we've been given the opportunity to like go on a time machine and talk to ourselves in college, because we felt pretty lost about what we should do with our lives and what we should major in, and we felt lost. And so I feel like Mike and I are having a conversation. If you could go back and tell yourself talk to yourself, what would you tell yourself? And so we've kind of narrowed it down to 3 things.
Okay.
Okay, it's another day at the Knorpp household, and we're heading out to do a little Christmas shopping where the kids trade names each year and buy presents for each other. And so Peter is buying for who?
Elijah.
And Asher? Eve. And Elijah's not necessarily easy to buy for because everything he loves is bucks. He likes like camera equipment and recording equipment and stuff like that. But he also likes clothing. And Eve likes clothing too. So that's super exciting, but they're both hard to buy for because Eve doesn't necessarily love toys and Elijah is too old for toys. So that's where we're at.
Meg and I were just discussing all the ins and outs of Christmas for 9 kids. It's every year it's a little bit of a it's not easy.
And we're not those type of people who like plan. We have to like fly by the seat of our pants a lot because we have so many demands. I think it's part of it, and that's also just not our skill set.
Yeah, but just keeping track of what people want, trying to make them happy, but also a budget. And
making sure that, you know, because sometimes your kids will ask for things you know are going to be fun for like 5 days, if even that, 5 hours, and they'll never touch again.
Because we've seen it happen.
Oh yeah, so you have to kind of navigate what is going to be something that for the long term they'll like, but that will still excite them on Christmas morning.
So in this case, like a sweatshirt, right?
Elijah loves clothes.
Okay, here we go. Something for Eve.
There's an up-down dress.
She loves up-down shirts or those glittery things that go up and down.
It feels so weird.
Those glittery things are all the rage, man.
This is like dance style.
Oh no, Megan.
Yes.
We're gonna hold off on Eve's stuff here because we might try the Disney store first. And we gotta be careful what we show here because Eve might be watching this video and then she'll know.
Eve, you stop watching right now.
Yeah, turn off. Whoa. This is a little bit brighter in here, color-wise. Ooh, we just did our gingerbread house. These kind of make ours look bad.
This one's awesome.
Mom, if I did that, would I win? Is it a challenge? Yeah, look at this.
Is that all gingerbread?
It's Mary Poppins, Mike. It's
Mary
marzipan
Poppins.
too.
This feels weird. Yay.
Okay, we're done. But we didn't show it because Eve watches all our videos all the time. And we didn't want you to see your present, Eve. We want it to be a surprise. But I will say it's up, down. That's what Eve calls the, what are they called?
The shirts with those
Where you can press the
sparkles that go up and down.
You can press the, what are those called? Sequins up or down.
Oh, right.
She wants to wear her up, down shirt every day.
Mom, one thing.
And we get tired of seeing it.
Okay, next stop. Sporting goods.
Elisha never watches her channel. So.
You're right, he won't know we're getting them, right?
Yeah. He's not a fan.
Well, we're done with shopping for now. And we're back home and it's time for dinner.
I am making a super simple stir fry. I forgot green onions.
Stir fry.
With rice cauliflower. I did it last week and it's really good and it's really simple.
We like good and simple. Anything else you want to talk
High
about?
protein, lots of veggies, and then I'm gonna do a vegetable stir fry over here too.
Okay. Okay, finished product.
Probably have more fixins than was necessary.
Oh, that looks good.
And then this was super simple.
Vegetables.
The
Some
sesame
veggie
oil,
vegetables.
soy sauce, and cornstarch for the sauce. And then just like the frozen. This is like a 20-minute dinner.
Yummy.
Loaded with veggies.
Sweet. Well, we're done with dinner, and the kids have kind of done their chores and they're just doing their thing. But Megan and I are actually working on something interesting here. There you are. Tomorrow we're going to be doing or giving a presentation.
Kind of like fulfilling one of my dreams, actually.
We're going to be talking to a class at BYU, which is Brigham Young University, the university here in town.
Our alma mater.
The one we attended once upon a time. And we've been invited to come speak to a class there. They're a career class or something like that, about kind of finding careers.
It's a dream because I feel like we've been given the opportunity to like go on a time machine and talk to ourselves in college, because we felt pretty lost about what we should do with our lives and what we should major in, and we felt lost. And so I feel like Mike and I are having a conversation. If you could go back and tell yourself talk to yourself, what would you tell yourself? And so we've kind of narrowed it down to 3 things, kind of the things we've learned, and hopefully inspire them to believe that they can live the life of their dreams, and that in so doing they will live the life that they're created to live, to be their purpose, you know, as Oprah Winfrey quote on the wall says, that
they can't really see it.
When you honor your calling and why you're here, that's how you become most truly alive. And so kind of talking to them about that and the actual tangible power of faith in this world, and that you create your world in this, you know, and then to think outside the box. So
yeah, so
it's fun.
Pulling that together right now, and we'll have to take you guys along tomorrow to the class. We'll just show you what we're doing there, but that is what we're working on.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Hello and good morning. We never finished yesterday's. I think it's probably because we didn't really have enough from yesterday to continue today. So I'm starting today's in the same place we ended yesterday's, which is we're just finishing. We're finishing up our presentation, or our little class we're going to teach over at BYU today. So we're getting that all finished up, and then we're going to head over there and do that. So we'll take you guys with us. We'll show you the class, because we have to. We'll have to tell the class. We have a YouTube channel, so we pull out the camera and here it is. So we'll head off to that, and that should be fun. We're excited about it, right?
Oh, totally. We
should be good
for stuff like this.
Okay, so let's go.
All right. So we're gonna head in. Mike's got a little bit of a cold.
Yeah, a little under the weather.
So it's a rare occurrence in our household that Mike feels under the weather and I don't. He's got like an immune system of steel.
Usually.
Okay, so we're gonna go and film a little bit of that, and then as a treat to ourselves, Mom and Dad get to go to lunch.
Yay, we're gonna go to the cafeteria here.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad.
Just like old times.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun and nostalgic. Mike and I, when we were dating, did lots of kissing around this building.
Lots of good history here.
Yep, sit by these statues and smooch. It was usually warmer though.
I like that one the best right there. It's definitely my favorite spot. Yeah, you're right.
So 21 years ago, Mike and I met here. We saw each other in a little group, an orientation group, and like our eyes met and it was like magic. And then we saw each other again 2 days later at a dance. It was magic once again. And then we went to church, we didn't know, and I was sitting in church and I turned around, it was like in this building right here, and I looked back and he was sitting like 4 rows behind me and our eyes met again, and it was like so meant to be.
You want to go, we're on the 2nd floor. Wait, this is weird, this is like...
Okay, and in this stairwell, I was leaving like right out of that door after church. I really wanted to see him and I was sad that I hadn't seen him again. And you were coming back to see me again, weren't you?
Yeah.
We ran into each other again, coming out the doors, and the rest was history. This is the 3rd floor. Whoa. Mike used to fill vending machines too. Okay. This building has always been one easy to get lost in. We never liked school very much, did we?
It's a little bit post-traumatic kind of being here. Kind of like
everybody poring over their
they're all
books.
sitting and playing the whole stressed.
Going.
We're going to talk today about living kind of life outside the box. And I was excited to come talk to you guys because I often play the little game with myself that if I could get in a time machine and come talk to myself at your age, what would I say? And so today we're kind of going to do that. So this is our family. We had 4 kids biologically, and then decided we would adopt 1 more, which turned into 5 more. So yeah, in January 2016, I messaged Mike and said, hey, why don't we actually move into an RV and travel around the country? And it was amazing. And at the end of the year, we were kind of tired of living in 400 square feet with 11 people, but we weren't tired of traveling. So we went internationally. We went to Western Europe, so France, Ireland, England, Wales, Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. But about 10 years ago, Mike and I had a conversation where we were trying to make a decision, and we were excited about the decision, but we were also scared about it. And we said, you know what, let's make a pledge that if the only reason we're not doing something is because it scares us, that's not a good enough reason. And so that started us on a journey.
Kind of a different path.
A different path for sure, and where we started doing things we wanted to do and didn't let our fear hold us back. And really, it was because of that decision that everything changed for us. So often you think, and Mike kind of talked about it, that it's not working. And we have times where we're like, I've done everything I'm supposed to do, it's not working. But it takes a while. This marble got on there when you asked for it and you prayed for it. It takes a while for that marble to work its way around to that one and to that one. It's happening. Sometimes when you say, I want this, and then all these really hard things happen, you're like, it's not happening, he's not giving it to me. It's like, I'm getting you ready for it. Relax, chill out. It is working.
Also, this part right here, this mess is what makes your parents really nervous. So, because I think our parents are actually still nervous for us because they just don't. They
don't even like it when we start talking. They're just like, please.
They don't like it. Be prepared when you're working on your dreams or when you're maybe trying to figure that out, that it's a little bit messy and people around you might be nervous. And you might get some pushback from friends or family that are worried about you.
Here's a little trick that we learned about a few years into it. Just don't tell them.
Oh, we shouldn't be telling them that.
No, we just don't tell them anymore about what we're working towards. We let them see what they want to see.
We don't tell them after we've already made a decision.
We don't tell them until it's actually working. I tell my kids sometimes the story of the whisk, where the whisk hangs out with all of these spatulas. And they're so good at flipping pancakes, and he feels awful. Or flipping eggs, we'll say. He feels awful because they just do it so well, and every time he tries to do it, he's terrible at it, and he's like, I'm a loser. But gosh, I wish I could do something else, when really he was made to do something else. He was made to like add air and make these eggs into these amazing souffles in ways that they could never do. And so sometimes the whisk, when we're a whisk, we might bury our true abilities and dreams and try to be the conventional spatula. When really the Lord made you to be a whisk. That's what you're here to do, because nobody else can do that. And I promise all of you have that, that importance in that journey.
If you've ever seen the Steve Harvey video on YouTube, if you Google Steve Harvey jump, he talks about how if you want to do something, if you feel compelled to do something, you can't just stand there and kind of look at it and be afraid of it. You've got to actually jump in and do something and start acting. He says it's scary and you'll get some bumps along the way, but if you jump, there'll be that parachute, or you'll be caught and you'll be lifted and you'll be a lot higher than you were in the first place. So you've got to move in the direction of whatever it is you're hoping for. I think a lot of us can get scared by what other people might think, or by the financial possibilities or consequences of what I'm going to do, but we just have to, you got to do something.
Okay, we forgot to record in there. I think
it.
she only recorded the sound.
Oh, the sound.
Yeah.
Well, she said it was kind of who knows.
I think she said
Someone there
laying down.
recorded some of it, so we'll see if they have some
If it was in there, that's fine. But it was good. It's fun. We love to talk about creating the life of your dreams and how to do that. Like, we actually believe that's principle-based, not luck-based.
Yeah.
And that's what we kind of talk about in our coaching program that we have. And I think in January, we're going to relaunch a smaller version of that coaching program that is more streamlined, so it can be available for a lower price. Because I know a lot of you said that you were interested, but you couldn't pay the full price. And so in January, look for that. But now we're going to go grab some lunch whenever recording people are staring at us. And then we'll head home. That looks super cool. We're here at the museum.
Art.
And there's a cafe. You want to go up and check it out?
Geez. It's a long line.
What?
I don't like lines.
Come on, let's just go check it out. See if the food's worth the line. Oh, look, that beautiful nativity painting by Brian Kirchhoff. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Well, Michael's hate of lines won, and we walk out of the museum and we're gonna go eat at Cubby's.
Hate's a strong word. Dislike.
Distaste.
Oh, there, it's over here.
So we're gonna go eat at Cubby's. We love Cubby's. So it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
Snowing up in the mountains.
All right, everybody. That's the end of our day. We actually didn't really end up doing anything real exciting after the whole college thing. So it's nighttime. It's about bedtime. Kids are about to head to bed, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can still get your t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and sweatshirts. Just got a text. That's super exciting. But yeah, if you go to the link below, there's the link for the t-shirts and the sweatshirts and all that good stuff. Check that out. And you've got until the end of this week if you want to ship internationally before Christmas, or you have until the 10th if you're just here in the States and you're still want to get it before Christmas. All right, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, and go to knorppandsouth.com, and we will talk to you later. Bye.